Hi everybody, my name is Lauren and today is Tuesday and we're going to do a suspend class, level 1.5. So if you have a suspension apparatus, awesome. If you want more information on maybe purchasing one, you can go on Amazon. There are a boatload of different kinds, different brands. I have TRX, and although TRX makes a wonderful product, you do not have to have the TRX version to do this class. You can use any of the other versions. So go pick one that suits your budget, pick the color that suits your personality, and let's get moving. All right, we're gonna start with some footwork here. So we're gonna walk first things first, we're gonna make sure that our straps are at the shortest we can get them. So you hold the buckle at the bottom, pull the yellow tab or whatever color tab up as high as you can go, and that's gonna be your short position with the straps. We have the cradles here, the handles here, the straps here, and the anchor point is where the suspension apparatus hooks to the ceiling or the door. If you do have a door mount, I would suggest making your straps a little bit longer or setting it up so that the top or the bottom of the foot cradles kind of touches the floor, just to give yourself a little bit more range of motion if you are door mounted. If you're not door mounted, it's okay for these cradles to just be a couple inches off the ground when these straps are at the longest length. So that's how you want to gauge how you're going to set it up. But right now, for footwork, we have the straps short. So the handles are about a little lower than hip height, and that's okay. All right, so we're going to grab onto our handles. We're going to walk ourselves away from the anchor point. My elbows are bent. And then I'm going to slowly walk my feet closer to the anchor point. So I'm at an angle, and then I'm going to lengthen out my arms. We're going to go to a half high toe. So I'm going to lift my heels up. We're going to inhale as we slide our hips down towards our feet. Exhale as we lift. All the while I'm pulling these handles apart. Inhale down. Exhale up. The closer your feet are to the anchor point, the more difficulty or the leveling up you will have. Inhale down, exhale. If you bring your feet farther away, it's going to be a little less difficult. Making sure my shoulders are staying away from the ears. Super active in the shoulder girdle. So I'm not letting my hands come together. I'm not relaxing. I have everything active. I'm pulling those handles apart as I go in and out into my squat. We're going to hold at the bottom, hold halfway, and just lower the heels, lift the heels. 5 more. Lift and lower. Use your breath. Feel the burn in those quads. Remember, we're still holding those handles apart. And last one, keep the heels lifted, lengthen the legs, and we're going to do a chest press. And lower for 5, 4, 3. Don't let those shoulders creep up towards the ears. 2, 1. We're going to hold at the top. I know it's footwork, but we're going to do arm pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the arms out. Sink the hips down. And push up. We're going to externally rotate from the hips so the heels come together. We're in our Pilates position with the feet. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. Add a press in between each one. 2, 3. Good. Feel the burn, full body right away. Building that heat. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, handles away from each other. other. I lost count, so I think I have 5 more. I'm gonna switch my grip a little bit. 4, 3, 2, last one. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna parallel my feet, and I'm gonna do a little roll down here. Inhale through the crown of the head, release the fingers. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Reaching out, get that nice stretch, swivel the hips. Find some movement in the spine. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly button up, point the tailbone down. As you stack the spine, chin comes up last. Let's do that 2 more times. Keeping even pressure through all 4 corners of the feet here. Curling all the way up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching the arms long. We're going to add a little sway. So narrow feet, less stability. If you want to widen your feet for a little bit more stability and sway a little bit more, that's fine too. Just kind of internalize, feel what's tight today, what's not tight. Make sure you have enough room around you so you're not swinging into something. And then come back to neutral. Bring the feet back to where they were if they moved. And exhale, curl the belly button up, move the tailbone down, stack. All right, we're gonna go into high half toe with balance challenge. We're gonna look like flamingos. We are in Florida. So I'm gonna place my hands, the back of my hand into the foot cradles. And remember, we always want tension on our straps. We never want them to go slack. That's gonna keep us honest, and we're gonna feel nice muscle activation. So your hands are gonna go straight up. I'm pushing into the backs of my hands. I'm careful that my shoulders aren't creeping up towards my ears. I'm keeping my shoulders down and away from the ears. And we're going to have our feet parallel, hip distance apart. And we're just gonna lift and lower the heels. 8, 7, 6, feeling those back extensors work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower the heels. We're going to switch our hands. So we're holding on to the handles now, or we're on the inside. We're holding on to the handles and our palms are facing us. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to go lift our heels, high half toe. You're going to go down into a squat, lift up. I'm sorry. I'm going to change our hands. We're going to keep our hands where we were. We're going to lift them up. We're going to go down into a squat, lift up, flamingo your right leg, slide it back down, flamingo your left leg, slide it back down, arm circles, pushing down into those cradles. Bring it up, squat, lift, flamingo, flamingo, arm circle down. Think about the collarbone getting wider as you circle down. Squat, lift, flamingo, balance challenge here. Flamingo, arm circle down. Nice stretch through those collarbones. Lift up, we're gonna squat, lift, flamingo, flamingo, arm circle down. Beautiful. We've got, I think, 5 more. Lift, flamingo, take your time. It was a little off balance on that one. Flamingo, arm circle down. 4 more. Squat, lift, flamingo, flamingo, sliding that leg up, the other leg, sliding it back down, arm circle down. We've got 3 more. Good work, good shoulder work, good footwork, full body. Flamingo, flamingo. circle down. Good, last two. Squat, lift, flamingo, flamingo. Arm circle down. Last one. Squat, lift, flamingo, flamingo. Arm circle down. Good. Go ahead and bend forward. Get a nice stretch through those armpits. Wiggle the hips side to side. And then roll up nice and tall. We're going to go into some OMG squats, also known as curtsy lunges, curtsy squats, and then we'll add on from there. So we're going to step a little bit closer to the anchor point, just a little bit. You might have to adjust after the first one. We're going to find our warrior three position. I'm going to move my mat over just a little bit, actually, because it's a little off center. So hands are down on those handles. You can grip the handles, thumb underneath for a nice steady grip. We're going to bring our right leg up at the tabletop, and we're going to push down into those handles as we reach that leg back. We're just going to do a couple warrior threes here just to get the feel, and then you're going to push down into the handles to bring it back up. Good. And then exhale as you reach. Inhale as you reach. Finding your balance. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you lift. Try not to seesaw the ropes. We want to keep even pressure through both hands the whole time. Let's do three more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. And last two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, reach. We're going to hold here. We're going to add on. You're going to keep your hips level to the ground, to the mat. You're going to inhale as you tap the foot. Exhale, squeeze the glute to lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, and then push down into the handles to lift up. Let's switch sides. So the right foot is down. We're going to do the left foot into tabletop position. We're going to hinge into our warrior three position. That's a yogi term. Finding that stability there. You can pull the arms apart to find a little bit more stability. That also helps to drop your shoulders away from the ears. And then you'll push down into the handles to lift back up for 10. 9. 8. 7. Reach. 6. Reach, get that stretch, and then exhale as you push down into those handles to lift up. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one we'll add on. Holding here. You'll inhale as you tap the toe down. Exhale as you lift for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And push down to lift up. Go ahead and shake out the legs. So that was our prep for our OMG curtsy squats. So we're gonna go into our warrior three position to start. Let's see, yes, so we're gonna bring our right leg into a tabletop. We're gonna push back. Now we're gonna keep our torso how it is. We're gonna bend our right knee and bend our left knee as we curtsy. And lift as you kick for 10. You can place that right toe down as a kickstand to help, and then you can push up and lift. Or for an added challenge, you can keep that toe, those toes off of the mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Push down into the handles to lift up. Good. Place the right foot down. Release the shoulders a little bit if they got a little tense there. And then we'll bring the left leg into tabletop. We'll hinge back into our warrior three position. We're gonna keep our torso the same, hands pressure down into those handles. You're gonna bend both legs. You can place those toes down as a kickstand, or you can keep them hovering. And then we'll kick it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push down into the hands to lift back up. Place the left foot down. Shake it out. Good job. We're going to go into a different type of curtsy lunge. We're going to do curtsy lunge with a kick. So we're going to have our elbows bent. We're going to be nice and tall. We're going to bring our right leg. Make sure that your elbows or your handles are like chest height when your elbows are bent. We're going to bring our right leg into a tabletop. We're going to bend both and go into your curtsy lunge. Then you're going to bring the knee out to the side, so we're turned out. And you're going to kick, bend, curtsy. So it's like a side kick. You don't have to get the leg all the way to straight if that's not available to you today. Good. We've got a lot more. My hamstrings are tight, so my leg's not going to get all the way to straight. You can also lower the kick. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll lower my kick so I can get my legs straight. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, hold here and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. One last kick, and then stand up. Good job. Get a little cardio in too. All right, we're going to bring our left leg up into a tabletop position. Elbows are bent, handles are right in front of the chest. And we're going to go into our curtsy here. And then you'll push up, leg goes out, kick, in, curtsy for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, don't forget to breathe, 4, one, bring it up, kick it out, bend it, and bring it in. Good job. Woo, I'm sweating. All right, we're gonna do an active stretch here. So I'll give you 2 active stretches. We're gonna start with our figure 4 stretch. So you will have both handles. Each hand gets a handle. We're gonna bring, let me get your breath real quick. It's hard to talk and do it at the same time. All right, we're gonna bring, let's do our right leg first. You're gonna bring your right leg up into a figure 4. Now make sure your ankle isn't resting on the knee joint, it's above the knee. And then you're gonna sink down into your seat. The foot of my right leg is flexed to protect overstretching. Breathe in here for 5 deep breaths. I lost count, I think I got one more. Let's do 2 more, I think it's 2 more. Push up and release. We're going to do the other side. So if this is where you need to stretch, this is where you need to be, and you are comfortable without adding on after this one, you stay and do a second set of this stretch. Last one. And then you come up and place that foot down. Good. So we're going to add on, we're going to do the same stretch, but then we're going to add more choreography to it. So we'll go back to the right leg. We're going to do the same side 5 times, and then we'll switch, getting a nice stretch here. So pay attention to the handle placement because we'll be switching it up from 2 hands to 1 hand. We're going to be doing the right leg first. We'll go into our figure 4 position. Foot is flexed, going down. Then we'll push up to standing. Bring both handles to the left hand. You're going to reach that arm straight. Grab onto the foot or the ankle. And then go into a warrior position, kicking that leg back into that hand. And then push down to lift up. Separate the handles, each hand gets a handle, and go into that figure 4. Push up, both handles to the left, kick it back. Nice balance challenge here. If you want to hang out here for a couple breaths, go ahead. But we're going to come up, take 1 hand to each handle, figure 4. Come up, and reach it out. Woo! Little wobbly, that's okay. Find your balance. Push down into the handles to come up. Separate the handles. We've got 2 more. Come up and reach it out. Push down, separate. Last one. Enjoy this one. It's your last one. And we're switching sides. Nice active stretch. It's called dancing pigeon. Oh, almost went into one more. All right, we're gonna switch the legs. Woo. Make sure you have water and you're hydrating throughout class, because if you're like me, you're gonna be sweating a lot. All right, figure 4 with our left leg. Both handles get a hand. So 1 handle in each hand here. Figure 4, sit down. Find that stretch, come up. Both handles go to the right hand this time, and your left hand grabs onto that left ankle. And you're gonna reach. Go nice and slow, find your pace. Exhale as you lift. Separate the handles, figure 4 stretch. And then come up into dancing pigeon. Push down into the handles to come up. That was 2. Going into our 3rd set. Come up and reach it out. Beautiful, you guys. Good job. We've got 2 more. And up into dancing pigeon. This side might feel different from the other. That's typical. I feel a little more balanced on this side, which feels good. It's my dominant side. And last one. Breathe. And then come up and step the legs together. All right, we're gonna do some adjusting here. So I'm gonna slide my mat underneath the anchor point. So that, because I'm gonna be laying down on my back now and my head is gonna be underneath the anchor point. I'm going to make my straps as long as, I'm gonna take the handle down to my knee. So I'm just gonna pull it down so the handle is knee height. It's about knee height. And that's how long I'm gonna want my straps for this. We're gonna go into our first mat power, our supine feet and straps. Get some hip work in. Making sure it's not twisted. You're gonna lay down, place one foot at a time into the foot cradles. Make sure your head is supported. And make sure these are in a good spot. All right. I'm actually gonna adjust my mat. I just realized I'm a little off from the anchor point. I don't want it pulling my feet one way or the other, so you want to make sure you're straight with the anchor point. That looks good. That feels good. All right, so two ways with the feet. If this is too much with your arches in the foot cradles, you can always bring the foot through and flex the foot. And we'll start here. But it's a little bit of an up level to place the arches down into those cradles. All right, so, here we go. We're going to start with pelvic curls, bending the knees, keeping them right where they're at. We're going to exhale as we curl up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, curling down. Melt the chest away from the chin as you roll one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, that feels nice. Decompressing that spine from whatever housework you've been doing, or TV watching, or computer time, or gardening. Melting the chest away, one vertebrae at a time, laying it down onto the mat. Just think about decompressing that spine. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the belly button, imprint the low back as you curl up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly placing one vertebrae at a time. And if spinal articulation is contraindicated for you, meaning it's not healthy for your spine, you can hinge from the hips with a nice flat spine. That's okay. You're going to feel good benefits from that as well. So we'll do the next one with a flat spine. If you want to keep with the articulation, keep with the articulation. But I'm going to do one with a nice flat spine. Inhale. Exhale as you lift. Inhale. Exhale as you lengthen. So even though whether you're articulating or you are going up and down with a flat spine, we're still thinking length in both directions as we lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Nice and controlled. We're not plopping down. We're thrusting our hips up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, lift. We're going to rotate out. So we're in Pilates V with our feet. Our hips are, our knees are externally, we're externally rotated from our hips. We're going to go out and in for frog. We're going to change it up. As we straighten the legs will separate. You're going to pull them in. Inhale in. Getting some hamstring work. Let's do 5 more, like a frog swimming through water. 3 more. Hold, and then bring it in. Last one, and hold here. You're just holding it apart. Don't let those hips lower. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then pulse out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together. Keep the legs long as you articulate one vertebra at a time back down. Good job. We're going to do one more exercise here. Arms are long. We're going to go into Stag, similar to Peter Pan. So I was just adjusting my feet. We're going to curl the hips up. Now, we're going to bring our right leg into frog as we slide our left leg out to an opening. Like kind of like a bow and arrow. And then push through center. Inhale out. Exhale together. Inhale out. Exhale together. Good. Inhale out. Exhale together. So if you're confused about the movement here, one leg is staying straight going out, the other leg is bending into frog. So we're just combining openings with frog. First, what is called Stag, or also Peter Pan. Let's do 2 more each side, so 4 total. Last one. And then curl the pelvis down. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock the knees side to side. Good job releasing that back. Good. We're going to go into some teaser work. So if you pay attention to our challenges of the week, teaser is this week's challenge. So you can check it off for today. We're going to take our legs straight out. I'm going to wiggle myself back a little bit more. That's pretty good for my feet. All right, so I'm going to try and keep pressure down into those straps the whole time. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine too, but keep pressure down into those straps. Actually, let's start with our knees bent. We'll do like a little prep. Arms are going to go overhead, but be careful that your ribs don't shoot up towards that ceiling. Keep those ribs knitted together. Drop them down. Good. Super active through those abdominals. We're going to inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, and straighten my legs as I lift up. Oh, I lost it, but I got it. There we go. First one's always hard. All right, so we got our teaser position. And you're going to slowly curl down. Let me readjust. I'm a little off kilter here. Feels weird, wonky. All right, we'll bend the knees. Ooh, just heard a little spine crack. Felt good. Inhale. Exhale, push, push, push. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, these are hard. And let's do 2 more. Last one. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale all the way up at the top. Grab onto the handles. Flex the feet and give yourself a nice stretch through the spine. You can open the legs, bend the elbows, or you can keep the legs together. Come back up, release. And exhale slowly, one vertebra at a time back down. Ooh, yeah. Spine feels a lot more open after this. Those were tough for me today. That's good though. Keeps me honest. All right, we're going to hit the mat again with our first mat powerhouse series. We're going to be doing double leg and obliques. So if you are familiar with some of my classes, we do a lot of mat work in there. Double leg is a very popular one. I do a lot. We're going to lower the straps as long as we can get them. For people who are door mounted, you're going to want to be farther away from the door because our arms will be going overhead. So you'll just have to play with where you're going to be. And that's why I had you set up with the foot cradles touching the ground at first, at their longest point, so that you could be farther away from the door and have more range of motion that way. All right, so we're going to start with double leg here. The back of your hands are going to go into those foot cradles. You can hook the thumb around if that feels good, or you can keep it in line here. All right, so we're going to bring one leg up into tabletop. Bring the other leg to meet it. Squeeze the legs together. I'm going to hook my thumbs around just because that feels better. And then we're going to chest lift up. We're going to inhale as we go out. Exhale as we come in. I'm pushing down into my hands the whole time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into obliques here. So I'm going to take my right leg, that's my left leg, and I'm going to go out and around. And then I'm going to come in and switch. I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades lifted off the mat. It's hard. More. 10, 9, 8, 7. Feel those obliques. 5, 4, 3. Your gaze follows your hand. 2, 1, and then lower down. Good work. Feel those abdominals. Feel free to pause the video right now and do a couple rounds of just those 2 exercises. But for the sake of time, I'm going to move on. We're going to go into our prone series. Really great series. I love back extension. That's somewhere personally that I am constantly working on. I think most people are, just because we don't want that like hunched back posture. For people who are kyphotic, which I was very kyphotic, where I was like this. I was actually like, this was my resting posture for a really long time, because I played volleyball. But now Pilates has brought me to a position it's way more comfortable. So I love my back extension. All right, we're going to be laying down on our tummies. Your hands are going to go into the foot cradles. Arms go straight out in front. You're going to open your legs. So you might want to go a little wider than the mat, or mat distance apart, whatever's comfortable. You're going to laterally turn out from the hip joint. So I'm rotated out from the hip. I'm not internally rotated. So my toes are pointing away from me. You're going to float your nose over that mat. Pull the shoulders back. You're going to inhale as you push down into those cradles to lift. Exhale as you lengthen out. And we're thinking length in both directions. Two more here. Last one. Hold this position. We're gonna add on, you're gonna bend your right arm as you look back, and then straighten, and then switch. Feel those lats. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Get a little arm work, lat work, back extension, nice stretch in the chest. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, pushing down into those cradles. 2 and 1. I can miscount it. We gotta even ourselves out. And then go all the way down. Take both cradles to your left hand. Push up with your right into your child's pose position, rest position, and then take your hand back, your right hand back into that cradle. You're just gonna hang here and sway from side to side. Very important, you place both cradles into one hand to push up. Otherwise, you could injure your shoulders pushing up on this unstable surface. And we do Pilates to feel better, not to injure ourselves. So just keep that in mind. And then we're going to go into a shell stretch. We're going to exhale as we curl. And then right back out. So we're not going all the way up. We're just finding that nice long spine and then pushing right back out. Side bend next. It's going to be really fun. That's going to be our lateral flexion. So I'm going to actually adjust these back to knee height. I think that's where I want to be. Looks pretty good. All right. So I'm going to face you. We're going to place our foot all the way through both cradles here. Actually, I'm going to put it through the above the handles. So you have that triangle here. You're going to place your foot all the way through. Don't worry, every foot can get through there. Good. So when I'm up, I'll be nice and level. That's going to be beautiful. All right. Okay, let's get going. Sorry, I just was thinking about something. So you're going to push up. We're going to keep this bottom leg here. This arm can go here. I'm going to keep it here. We're going to exhale forcefully to lift that lower leg. And lower. And lower. And lower. Come on! Lower. One more. And lower. And then lower all the way down. Those are really, really hard. So that's the first one. So that was about 5, I believe. We're going to switch it so that we're going to take our lower ankle through the bottom foot cradle here. And back to that elbow. We're going to drape the top leg up. Go into your side plank here. And we're just going to hold. Breathing. Whoops. Hold on. Find your stability. I swear my mat is off every single time. I'm just blanking on that. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. I think my chest was too open to the ceiling. Squeezing, just holding. Let me start my trusty timer. Stopwatch. All right. Good job, you guys. We're almost done. Just taking your mind off of the fact that you're holding a side plank. Beautiful, you guys. Don't let that lower hip dip. Keep it nice and strong. Legs are holding in towards each other. Breathing, we've got 10 more seconds. Beautiful, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice job. All right, we're gonna switch around. We're gonna do the other side. So we're gonna do a forceful exhale, lifting and lowering of that bottom leg. Let's see if I can get a little bit stronger on this side. So remember that top foot goes through above the handles. Here we go. And then go down onto that elbow. Excuse me, sorry, I hiccuped. And then we'll go into our plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come down. So when I'm squeezing, I'm trying to squeeze from my inner thighs. I'm not trying to think about my foot getting up to the other foot. As you can see, my foot did not make it all the way up there. That's because my muscle focus was my inner thighs. All right, we're gonna switch the feet. Oops, almost put the wrong foot in. So bottom foot, so my left foot, because I'm facing away from you, is going into the cradles. Actually, I'm not sure if that's accurate for you. Bottom foot goes into the cradles. Top leg drapes up and over. Nice and active. Let me get my timer started. Here we go. Hop on up. Hold it here. Breathing. Woo. Don't let that chest fly up towards the ceiling, because then you're going to go backwards like I did that first time. Good job. We're almost there. We're about halfway there. We got 10 more seconds. You can bring that hand up. And then lower down carefully. Good job. Very nicely done. All right, stop my timer. And that was our side plank for today. Let's end with a couple breaths here. You can stand nice and tall, or you can sit in cross-legged or legs straight out or on a pillow. Just make sure you're not rounded in your back. We want a nice tall spine. So whatever seat is comfortable, it could be in a chair. And we're just going to breathe. Let's reach as we inhale, and exhale as we just let it go. On your inhale, think about how you're so happy that you made it to your mat today. Exhale, just release. And last one, inhale nice and big. Hold it at the top. See if you can take another sip of air. And then slowly exhale it out. And you guys are all done. I hope you enjoyed your Suspend level 1.5. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please always feel free to comment. We'd love to hear your feedback. I would like to say thank you to everybody who has been engaged with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on our YouTube channel. Your support means more than you know, and especially during this very chaotic time. So I just wanted to send my love and gratitude to you, and thank you for tuning in. I will see you on Friday, and keep on keeping on. Hopefully we'll be back in that studio soon. All right, good job, you guys. Bye.